I think we're live now. And I am going to I'm gonna get a copyright warning again because I'm going to do something, Mark. I'm going to play what I feel like should be our national anthem. So I'm gonna get a copyright. I get copyright warning every video because I play music. I don't make money. I feel like YouTube need to cut it out. As long as you're not making money on some of the music that you do, and we are live, so we're just gonna wait for people to come in the chat. But I just want to play at least part of that song because I love that song. I truly love this. I remember that song as a kid. So, see what's good, Raymond. Raymond already in the chat. What's going on, Raymond? What's good with you? I'm about to play a short version of this song right here, man, and then we're gonna get into our discussion. So
I'm gonna jump in the chat here myself.
What I got.
If tomorrow all things were gone, worked for all my life, and I had to start again, just my children and my wife. Thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom, and they can't take that away. And I'm proud to be an American, where at least I know I'm free. And I won't forget the men who died, who gave that right to me. And I gladly stand up next to
I ain't gonna sing it. No.
You're gonna belt that one out?
No, I'm not gonna sing it. Ain't no doubt I love this land. God bless the USA. All right,
It's been a while since I've heard that one.
I love that song. I remember singing that song as a little kid. Actually, my elementary school, that was a song that we played every morning. And
from what I remember of the second verse, I don't think there's anything in that song that if you truly love this country and you love the people around you, regardless of what race or color they are, and you want everybody to have equal opportunity and equal chances and everybody to be treated with justice and fairness, that we can't all agree on the words on that song.
That song is amazing. I mean, that song, he touches every area of the country. He speaks on every area of the country, you know. So that, to me, that song is the best representative. And then it's the passion, you know, when I hear that song, it's not that I just hear military or I just hear flag. I hear unity. You know, I think what's more important than anything is humanity, being human, being able to love each other even if you disagree. I think that's more important than any flag, any banner, or anything. Is humanity. You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why I'm so glad that you were able to allow me to come on your show and discuss this. And I feel like whether or not I touch or you touch one person, if we get 5 people in the chat or 5,000 people in the chat, I feel like if someone is willing to listen to us openly discuss things and agree and disagree, and like the government is supposed to do, come to some type of bipartisanship, then we've done our job as men.
Absolutely.
You know? So
absolutely.
All right, the way we're gonna do this show today is I don't want none of my black brothers to get upset with me. So this is not Mark Rogers' call. This is my call, and the reason why I'm doing this way is because on his last show, he allowed 3 young black men to come on his show and voice their frustrations and what they feel like the differences and certain things, and he came to a point where he saw some of our concerns and everything that he didn't see before. So I think it's only right that we do the same thing. So I think it's only right that I'm only going to take phone calls from my white brothers today and sisters today. so they can explain it, so they can let us know what they feel and how they feel. Because the only way that we're going to, it's never going to totally end, but the only way we're going to end this is if we discuss it. Mark is not afraid to talk about it. I'm totally am blessed that he's not afraid, because there's so many people that are, even black YouTubers are. I've seen Mark talk about it with Cam, and not be afraid of it. Mark is not afraid of the moment, and you have to respect that he is not afraid of the moment. And we need more people on both sides that's not afraid of the moment. On both sides, that's my Donald Trump voice, on both sides. We need more people on both sides that's not afraid of
That's right.
The discussion. So I'm gonna let you. We're gonna just start out with however you feel about what's going on in the country with the rioting and the looting, and your take on, you know, how it's going.
So I'm going to start out by talking about where my perspective comes from because of my beliefs, and I want to show respect for anybody and everybody in the chat, and regardless of what your beliefs are, in terms of, I'm talking about spiritual beliefs, core beliefs, as long as they're not racist and hateful.
Yeah.
If they're of good value, but I come from a Christian perspective, which is that unfortunately there's evil and wickedness in this world and hate in this world, and it's pointed in all directions related to race and related not to relate race. We have whites killing whites and blacks killing blacks, and people killing each other regardless and just hating each other. So we have to do everything we possibly can to make this world better and this country better is our focus here. And we're not going to arrive at that. Like Joe just said, that's heaven on earth. And if you have a certain spiritual belief, you know that that day's coming, but it's not coming in this lifetime. Unfortunately, I would love if we could all live in peace and harmony and love. But the step that's going to take us to a place where hopefully we see more of that is at least we can fight for fairness, equality, and justice. We can't change people's hearts necessarily, but at least we can legislate and enforce equality and fairness and justice. You know, whether people want to go along with it, you know, there's still going to be people that are racist to the core or hateful to the core, even their own race. But they need to be held accountable for and at least have their actions be in line with the law. So that's where I would like to get. And there's going to have to be a whole lot of forgiveness on both sides. And certainly, there's going to have to be forgiveness and love shared by all of us to get to that place. There's a racial divide out there, and I don't even want to try to pretend, Zoe, if I know how big it is, how great it is, because you know, if I just plant myself on social media or watch the videos and see what's out there, then I think our racial divide is huge.
Yeah.
But I think that what's unfortunate about social media is it magnifies a lot of things in good ways and bad ways. I think it's being used more for harm than it is good, but it's a platform for communication and for sharing of ideas, and it should be a positive. But I think it tends to divide us more because, as we talked about the other night, and you opened this off very well by setting a tone of listening. Can anybody get on social media and say, okay, I want to state my opinion, but then I'm going to listen. And I'm going to listen to what you have to say, take it into account. Nothing wrong with calling you out if I hear some ignorance or some facts that aren't true. Because we want to find the truth, too. There is truth here. A ton of it's perspective. And that's one of the main reasons why I had you guys on the other night was I just wanted to hear about experiences. So that was my first question. let me hear about your experiences, because I can't argue or refute your experiences. That's your experience. That's your unique perspective. I could roll out the FBI data and what the Washington Post says about how many blacks kill whites or whites kill blacks and officers, but I can't argue with your experience. And if you have been mistreated your whole life and have run into all sorts of incidents in which you were unfairly treated as a black man, then I feel horrible about that. And that needs to be dealt with in a very firm way. And I think that's by education. And then that's by, you always need to hold people accountable.
Yeah.
So I think we have amazing police officers out there, but we obviously have some bad ones, obviously, and they need to be held accountable. And they need to be held accountable way before it gets to this point.
Yeah.
They start showing signs of mishandling situations and wrong behavior. That's when they need to be held accountable, because they're in a high authority position. We're not talking about, all due respect to the cashier down at Dollar General, if they mistreat a customer, hopefully the store owner sees that and takes care of it. But we're talking about people with with ammunition on them and with authority that most people are going to bow down to and be like, even if they didn't do anything wrong, are going to be. And so we're talking about some really volatile, hostile type situations. And I'm being kind, because we have people in authority. And if we have, I don't know what the police count is across the nation. It's got to be hundreds and hundreds of thousands. So if we've got 98% good ones and 2% bad, we've got tens of thousands of police officers who are not handling these situations the right way.
And I would tell people, like, I mean, we was having a discussion today about what Stone Cold Steve Austin did when the young lady mentioned him about the Confederate flag. And he I'm not going to say what his views were. If you want to see it, you can go see this tweet, but he disagreed with her. And like we were talking today, and I've said it, is so much people do not do their research on a lot of things. It's only like 4 states that flew the Confederate battle flag. South Carolina flew the Palmetto flag, the same flag that they fly now, but it was in the Confederate colors, but it wasn't the same flag. It has the same exact state flag that we have now. It's the same flag that they used in the Civil War. And once the Civil War was over with, we became one country. We became the United States of America. So I brought this up. Is flying that flag disrespect to our military, to the United States military? Because we were not the United States. We fought to become the United States. So every soldier after that, every soldier that has fought in every single war after the Civil War fought for the United States of America. They are not Confederate. They were not Confederate. They weren't born into the Confederacy. When during the Revolutionary War, when Great Britain lost, they took their flag with them. So and I got an argument with a guy. He's like, "Well, my grandfather fought in the Confederate." Yeah, but he didn't fly that flag. He flew the Palmetto flag. So you still get the Palmetto flag. I don't have no problem with the Palmetto. They changed the colors on this blue now. But I mean, that's the flag that you fought under. So, like you said, I think so many people are just misinformed, and they listen to what their parents and their grandparents tell them, and that's on black people too. Misinformed. They listen to what their parents and grandparents tell them. Jesse Jackson called us African Americans, so now everybody calls us African Americans instead of doing your research. I'm talking about us as black people.
Mm-hmm.
We call ourselves African Americans. Like, no, I'm American. I'm Black American. But it was a black man who put that title on us, Jesse Jackson, when he was running for president, to try to drum up his votes. A lot of times people do things out of ways so they can benefit themselves, not knowing the harm that they're doing. Because when you call yourself African American, you're separating yourself from the rest of America.
And that's another, wow. No, the last thing you just said, I think, is a huge statement. the last thing you just said about the separation and causing a divide. And some people, man, we're all motivated by different things: money, sex, power, and some things are good and some things are bad. And people are, a lot of people in this have no moral conviction one way or the other. They're just greedy for power or to see division because it's going to give them power. They're not necessarily racist. They just don't care.
Yeah. Yeah. Then that actually, I mean, that's the 1%. That's the 1% of the world. That's the 1%. And 1% that got that money, they will keep us fighting against each other so they can continue to get their money. And that's just how it is. But like I said, the phone lines are open. Like I said, no disrespect to any. I want to hear from Orange and Greenblood if he can call in too. I'd like to hear from him. But seriously, today I'm only taking phone calls from my white, because I want to hear what my white brothers have to say, what my white brothers and sisters have to say on issues and whether or not are on the protest or whatever you want to talk about, however you want to discuss it. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, this is something that I wanted to do. I've done it a few times, like just talk about it. People always kill me for doing it. You always bringing race up, but it's a problem. But when Mark invited me on, I was just like, oh my God, when Mark did it, that's when I knew it was real. I'm just being honest with you, because this is so hard to do because you can lose so much support. I just want to come over here and talk about football until something happens to you, because I hear people all the time in the chat say, I just want to come over here and talk about football. But when one of their loved ones die, they post it, and not the people that post it, but when someone loved ones die and they post it in the live chat and we pray for a second and everybody's okay with that, because there is life after football. So
yeah, I told you the other night, Zoe, I got a football channel. I love it. I love talking football. I've always known that there was a greater good, though, and I didn't know what I needed to do with it, though, that I needed to impact people way beyond that, and I just didn't know how to do it. And that's still always going to be a football channel, and we talk football. But with everything going on in the country, I just felt as though, there is just no way that I can let this go without having a discussion, because this just affects too many lives and is just at the heart and soul of who we are. And who are we? Let's ask that question. What's really in I think when you take the law away and you take law enforcement away, you really and have these kind of discussions and see people's behavior, you start to see what kind of character is out there or not. And it's not real pretty all the time.
And when you say that, it's like, all right, this is getting kind of off the race issue, but it's just talking about us as YouTubers. I would hear people tell me all the time, well, Lonzo, you need to update your equipment. People aren't going to watch because your equipment's not updated. So I'll update my equipment. Then I go through a divorce last year, openly and publicly, and let people know about it. I'm going through some things, and I ask for donations. You beg too much money, that's why nobody wants that. Or you argue with too many people, that's why. You're never going to satisfy everybody, no matter what. You're never going to satisfy everybody. So at that point in time, you have to come to a point in your life and you be like, you know what? I'm not trying to satisfy everybody. I'm just trying to educate the best that I know how.
And so you bring up a good point, and this is one of the first things that I caught on social media directed towards me in all this.
Yep. I want to address Jay Play.
Oh yeah.
Jay Play, do me a favor. Go do your history, man. They're not African. No, listen here. African. There were black. I am full-blooded Choctaw. I am full-blooded Choctaw. There was thousands of black people here in tribes before any other ships came here. Okay, so Europeans chase. They go back to European Americans go back to all over Europe, but they're American. they're American. So I'm American, period. I mean, I don't speak no Zimbabwe or Bulu, none of that. I ain't never been to Africa. It's too hot over there. I don't plan on going. And I damn sure ain't moving. So I mean, if you don't mind, that's okay. But I don't want to be called African American. That's it, me personally. I feel like you're putting a label, and that label completely separates us.
And that's one of the reasons I told you the other night when I was even during our conversation going back and forth between saying black and saying African American. And at some point, you said something that spurred me on to say, "Hey, Zoe, can you set me straight on this?" And you did. And I said that's one of the reasons I've been confused, because I've had different people tell me, different blacks tell me, we need you to call us African American, and other ones have told you to call them black.
Man, they've been called Afro American, African American. Yeah. It's like, you American, bro. How can you can't say you want to be treated the same but treated different? I mean, you're American. You're American. And on your like you said, you might fill out a job application, but when you walk around the plant or wherever you work at, does it say African American on your name? Alonzo Oliver, African American. They're gonna say that on my name tag. Or when you are in the military, is it gonna say Mark Rogers, European American? Are we gonna start? We're gonna put Irish American. Are we gonna start doing that to everybody? We're gonna start doing it all. Are we gonna start doing that? Asian American.
Because I'm a mixed up Heinz 57. I got Dutch and German and English and British and all sorts of Swedish. I don't know what else is in there.
See a name tag about this long.
Yeah, there's a lot in there.
So I mean, it's just that. And like I said, the phone lines are open for any of my white brothers that want to call in. Phone lines are open. I'm gonna try to share the chat out, see if we can get the stream out. I did let people know about it. So like I say, this is something I just wanted to do, man. I wanted to, get others opinion. What bugs me is I haven't been looking at this lately, but the video I did last night, and I actually was like, what Drew Brees did, I actually appreciated. His apology sounds sincere. And I played I'm Proud to Be an American. That's my anthem to me anyway. And I played that, and I got backlash from that. I'm like I say, damned if you do, damned if you don't. I mean, it doesn't matter how heartfelt it is. You got certain people that's just never gonna like it.
So that's what I like to bring up, Zoe. This is what I hate about social media: is everybody gets real brave when they can get behind their phone or laptop. And so after this really blew up, and I'm talking about after George Floyd was murdered, and then the protests and so I'm going to separate, and we'll get to this maybe later, the protests versus the rioting. Two different things. All in favor of protesting. That's an amendment right. We should absolutely. That's one of the things that built this country. Changing things that needed to be changed, and demonstrating and shouting about it, and letting people know this needs to change, and making a forceful demonstration about it. But I'm not a big Twitter guy, other than I just post my videos on there. That's basically all I do on Twitter. Boom, here's my latest video. And sometimes somebody will drag me into a little bit of conversation back and forth, but that's pretty rare. So I didn't put anything on Twitter, and I was posting some things on Facebook in support of my black brothers and sisters and equality. And somebody called me out on Twitter, and basically this was their statement. This was the first one that said, "Oh, Mark," I didn't even know who this person was, so they obviously just watched my channel. They said, "Oh, by your silence, you're showing us who you are." And this was only a day or two into it. This was like not a whole lot of time to respond or really get into it. And then two or three other people joined in. And I basically said, this mentality of judge and jury being on social media, that we're going to judge people based on one statement or what we think they are. And I flat out told him, I said, first of all, you're being prejudiced. Now, it took a while, much like you have to do sometimes, though, to educate the person on what prejudice meant, because they thought that was like only white people could be prejudiced against black people. And
No.
I said that you break down the word prejudging. You are judging me based on knowing nothing about me.
You didn't call him racist. You called him prejudiced.
Yeah, I called him prejudiced. Didn't call him racist.
That's what I say. There are books out here, people. Got everybody walking around here with these $12,000 phones and can't nobody look up nothing. I mean, I'm dumb when it comes to tech, but I know how to use my phone to look up things. I mean, it's simple.
So I had to educate the guy on what prejudice meant, and then he still wouldn't take that. And I basically said, I've been all over social media. I choose to go on Facebook to post those sorts of things. So don't judge me based on what you think I've said or not said. And this went on even after I had you guys on the other night. Well, prior to having you three on the other night, I did a spot with James Coleman at the end of our Florida State show and let him speak. And this guy has no idea, but he's jumping all over me because he doesn't see anything on Twitter from me. So I'm racist. He called me a racist.
Okay.
So that's another thing that I've seen a number of times, where people calling other people out because they don't see what they want to see. And that's not coming from. That's not a. I'm not throwing that at black people. I'm seeing that from
no, it's everywhere. To everybody who's watching on Facebook right now, do me a favor, come join the chat on YouTube. Come listen to me and Mark Rogers have this discussion right now on YouTube. We need to get as many people in as possible. So come over to the YouTube channel, Alonzo1219. I changed it. Hurricane Zo 1219, the U family. If you put on Alonzo 1219, it'll still pop up. But Hurricane Zo 1219, the U family. Come over and join the discussion. We're talking race relations, and what we can do to heal as a country. And it's an open dialogue, and it's something that Mark felt needed to happen. It's something that I felt needed to happen, and a lot of people are afraid to talk about it. And you have a black guy on and a white guy on giving different perspectives, and it's beautiful. I'm just telling you, it's beautiful for us to sit here and be able to do this without arguing, and so we can learn about each other. Because I think that's one thing that we've never truly done, is try to learn about each other. We've never done that. We've always tried to sweep everything under the rug, no matter what it was. We would, and because it's uncomfortable. It's very uncomfortable to get out here and talk about things like this. It's uncomfortable. People get tensed, and over here right now, and in Mark Rogers' chat on the other day, it actually got crazy in Mark Rogers' chat. Everybody was we were just having a good time talking about it. It was fun.
Yeah,
it was fun talking about race relations and what we can do as a whole, because it's gonna take all of us. So if you're watching on Facebook right now, I'm about to hang up on Facebook. Jump over to the YouTube channel. Love you guys. I'm out.
What you hit on there, Zoe, was fear. So that's one of the. I think that's at the heart of this too. Not just fear and trying to deal with it now and talk about it, but one of the reasons we have racism, I think, is fear of the unknown. I see somebody who looks different from me. They listen to different music. They talk different than me. I just don't want to deal with them because I'm just afraid of whatever. I'm just afraid of that they're different, that they're going to be hostile toward me. They're going to be whatever. So we just tend to group in together, and I don't want to mix with them because I just don't like it. It's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable. What they listen to, what they talk about, how they talk, whatever. It's uncomfortable. So I don't want to deal with it.
Hey, Orange and Green Blood, do me a favor. Hit me up on hit me on Messenger. Call me on Messenger so I can see my number, because I don't know what's going on. My Google number is not ringing. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. I might be able to find your number up here. Yeah, you're right. A lot of people, people are afraid of the unknown.
So I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
So we know that black males commit more crimes. Okay.
Okay.
It's a high proportion versus everything else, every other category of group of people. So my thought is, first of all, males just flat out commit more crimes. White, black, Hispanic, whatever. Just because the way God made us. We're more physically strong, we're more aggressive, and if that's channeled the wrong way, we're going to commit more crime. And we all do. White males, black males, Hispanic males, etc. on down the line. Males commit the most crimes, the violent crimes. In the black community, we know that there's a high rate of, and I don't know what the percentages are, high rate of broken homes.
Mm-hmm.
And so you don't have a male example, model, figure, leader in that home to raise the son the right way. And it also breaks down the finances. You know, they struggle, they're impoverished. And let's not make a mistake about this. People who have, whether it be black or white, and I'm generally talking to white people because of the money situation, but you can apply to rich black people, should have more concern for and more empathy for people that are struggling financially, because we can be high and mighty and say we wouldn't do this, we wouldn't do that, we wouldn't steal, we wouldn't do whatever, but you get in that situation where you have to, or you feel you have to, and you get desperate, that's a whole different deal. So many of us can't relate to that kind of pressure of having and feeling like you have to be desperate and go do desperate things to just eat. So without that leadership, that role model, that example in the home, and then it also obviously puts the financial burden on the mother. There's nothing inherently worse about a black person or a black male in their heart that makes them different. I think it all has to do with the lack of leadership in the home, because there's so many broken families in those inner city situations.
Yeah.
I don't know how to fix that.
Mass incarceration, and that's what I blame Joe Biden for. That's what I blame Joe Biden for, and that's how that happened. When you give more, when mass incarceration, I'm not even gonna get into that discussion real, but that's my disliking with Joe Biden, and it was that mass incarceration law that hurt the black community a lot, especially today. You know, how do we fix it? I remember we talked about this one time about political parties and let me see, having no political parties, having no political parties, and just voting for people. I think that would be a good way. Not just listen to each other. But we as a black people, we have to realize, man, we have to fix it. A lot of this stuff, man, we have to do. You know, we have to educate. We don't. It's like I went to a church where they only celebrated college graduates. So it's like either you're college or you're not. You're not worth it. And it's like, yeah. What are we doing? How are we? Listen, you can't do that. You cannot do those type of things. And we hurt our community a lot by doing things like that. You know, there are things that we have to do we got to take some of this responsibility as black people. We got to take some of this. It's not all on white people, man. It isn't. We have to take some of this responsibility. Like I said, and I'm trying to get one of my white brothers to call. Andre Greenblood said he wanted to call, but I just hit him on Messenger and he hadn't responded to me on Messenger. So I can give him my cell phone number, since my Google number isn't working right now for some reason. They changed my number, so I'm about to change that number. I don't know why they changed my number, but they changed my number. Probably because it was free. I wasn't paying for it, so I probably would have changed it. But no, we have to fix our communities as well. We can't put it ain't Mark Rogers' fault why our communities are the way they are. You know, I mean, we got you can't say that I'm a grown ass man. I don't want to fix nothing. It's like what are you talking about? That's stupid. You know, you got to take responsibility. You got to take responsibility for what you do. You got to take responsibility for what you do. I just got him on. I just got him. I'm gonna let him call in. But we gotta take responsibility for our communities, man. And not and I say that because the black community needs to be fixed. It needs, like you said, crime. A lot of that goes on in the black community. Where I live at, we barely have no crime, but it's a mixed community, and you know, but it's really no crime. It's no. I can't remember the last time. I'm like Day on Friday. For clean air, I can taste the air. I don't hear no gunshots, no nothing. It was a clip on Friday when the movie Friday the third Friday whatever Friday after next when what was it next? It was next Friday. What's next? Where the father hit the lottery. He said, I said, if I ever get rich, I ain't gonna leave the hood. When I got my check, I was gone. He said, I was gone. Because it's hard. It's hard to live in the hood. I don't live in the hood, but I still go back and I try to make sure that I talk and that I educate. And I tell people think I'm playing. I've graduated a few people. I've gotten a few people into welding programs where they were in the streets, gangbanging and everything, and now they're making more money than me, traveling welders. Because that's my responsibility. As a black man, it's my responsibility to get these kids straight. It's my responsibility. Period. If I want them to be successful, then why not get out there and do something?
With most of the black young men that you know, let's say, roughly under the age of 25, where are their heads at? What do they think about where they stand in society and opportunity and responsibility and all that?
I think they're lost because they don't understand about what's going on. I think, and I think that's part of the. I think mostly that's our fault as black people, because see, it was a movie that 50 Cent made called "Get Rich or Die Trying."
All
right, that is basically especially growing up in the hood, the mentality. Either I have to be wealthy, rich, or F it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Not knowing that America, the best part of America is middle class. I'm considered upper middle class because I make right at, you know what I'm saying, a little over 80, something. So I'm considered upper middle class. I'm a welder. I didn't go to college. Welders, plumbers, electricians, carpenters. All these trades make money. Culinary, cosmetology, barber. My barber make. I don't know how much he make, but I know you got to get an appointment to get to know him. I mean, it's there are ways to make money.
Yeah.
But what people think is that you have to be rich, and I think that's one thing about some of the black people is that a lot of times we think that hold on, orange green blood, hold on 1 second. I think one thing is that we think that all white people are rich. So they'll see you and they think you rich. They'll think you rich, Mark. They think all white people are rich. So that's another problem. Orange green blood, what's going on, brother?
What's going on, guys?
I can't tell. I was trying to hook up to my Bluetooth. For some reason, not let me hook up to my Bluetooth, so I'm gonna hold you up here. Can y'all hear orange green blood? I'm trying to get too much static.
Can you hear me?
I got it.
All right, what's going on, brother?
Nothing much, man. Sorry I was late to this show, Mark. It's good to see you.
Hey, man. Appreciate you jumping on
here. I always love you, brother. I'm with you on all this. there's got to be a dialogue started. We've sat back and tried to put everybody, all black people in one box, all white people in one box. You stay behind your line and I'll stay behind mine. We need to get past this. It's 2020, man. We need to all be together with all the terror and everything going on in the world. We need to just stick together and be Americans, fellow Americans. We fight alongside each other. People spill their blood for their family, no matter what color they are. This flag doesn't have just one color on it. We just need to get a dialogue going and everybody respect each other's opinion and talk it out. But this has been going on for far too long.
I'm trying to set this up better than what I got, so I could hold on one second, Orange Green. But like I said, my Bluetooth isn't working for some reason. I'm just trying to set this up a little bit better so I can hear you. I'm not moving the phone around 100 times. All right, go ahead.
Yeah. I'm glad that people are finally standing up for what's right. Too long things that's, like you said, Joe, been swept under the rug. Things need to be brought out to the light, but at the same time, we can't tear down our country doing it. We need to get it. What we need to do is get out and vote for people that see our ideals and people. What the problem is anymore is people trying to be too politically correct. They need to just be good to each other. The golden rule, man. I mean, where is all this? Where's the golden rule in all this? Everybody should love each other like you would want to be loved. It doesn't matter what color, black, white, pea green, purple. It doesn't matter. Everyone is precious, and it's like I was telling you, Zoe, everybody's in the same struggle. Every person that walks this earth has a soul. Everybody has the right to seek whatever religion or whatever you want, but you have the right to get your heart right with your maker before you go. You don't want to be the reason for someone's early demise. I mean, everybody, once you strip down the flesh, everybody's the same on the inside. And
hey, baby, Orange and Green.
That's my little Canyon. That's my little girl. She was actually 10 months on the 4th.
Your sister called me. Your sister hit me up the other day. Said my little brother watches your show all the time. He was telling me about you. And I was like, who? Yeah, she's like, Orange and Green. I was like, okay. I just got a message from nowhere. I was like, who is this? Okay.
She's a nut. Me and hers. Oh man, we've been diehard Canes fans ever since I can remember. I can't remember not wearing orange and green. And it's like I told somebody, I said with a call sign like orange and green, but you better be serious about it, man. But we're dead serious about our love for our Canes and everything, and I'm proud of you, brother. I'm calling you out because you every time there's something controversial come on, you do nothing but get up and tell the truth about it. Whether people want to whether they like it or don't, it doesn't matter. The truth is the truth. It's a hard pill to swallow. So when you get up and you're man enough to say what you say, then us as Americans and Canes fans, we need to be man and women enough to stand up and say, he's right.
Yeah, I was just talking to Mark off the air, and I was like, it's amazing how many times I've had to change. People have wanted me to change who I am. I said at one time I cursed too much. Another time I did this too much, or I cut people off too much. Then I begged for money too much, not knowing that it costs money. So he hit the donation button. Not knowing that it costs money to run this is not cheap. And we put a lot of hours in this. So it got to the point where no matter what you, and Mark used to always tell me too, long, no matter what you do, you're not going to, you can't satisfy everybody. It's just impossible for you to satisfy everybody. So,
Exactly.
I get to the point now where somebody left a comment today said, you beg too much. I said, I haven't asked for money since I've done the last 5 or 6 shows. I haven't asked for money since I've been back on the air. I say, if you want to donate, but I haven't asked. People donate. I haven't asked for money. So I'm like, what do you? Okay, all right. Next thing. What else you gonna? But like you said, I think a lot of people don't like me, and it's on both sides, on black side and white side. I'm gonna say that again. A lot of black people don't like me because of the way I speak. That's my nephew in the chat right there, and my nephew right now, if you would salute him, he's in the United States Air Force right now. He's fighting for his country as well. He's I think he's stationed.
Give him our love, man. We appreciate all our military personnel. We love them all.
That's
every one of them.
And that's my sister's son. And guess what? He's as black as me, and he's married to a white woman, has biracial kids. So and what? Like serious. This is why I be telling people, like, you don't. I'll tell you my life. I'm not afraid to tell you who I am. There's not a racist bone in my body. I love everybody. I hate I hate stupidity because you can learn.
If I had to be, I guess you would say, prejudiced against something, it's somebody that speaks on a topic that is uneducated about that topic.
Say that Mark Rogers. Mark just said something about there is a difference between prejudice and racism. And people don't understand that. Mark explained. Did you explain a lot on air, Mark, or did we talk about that all?
Yeah, we talked about it here. Basically, I had to define for somebody on Twitter that was calling me. Well, I let them know that they were prejudiced after they called me racist, and then they thought I was calling them racist by calling them prejudiced. And I was explaining, no, you have prejudged me based on absolutely nothing. You know nothing about me. And you have prejudged me. That's what prejudice is.
So if you don't know what prejudice is, if you didn't know what prejudice is before, Mark just eloquently explained that to you. I hate using my phone. I gotta get my Bluetooth working because my phone and this mic does not get along. If you didn't know what prejudice was,
what Mark was saying, I love Mark's show to death too. Props to him and everything, and I appreciate him being man enough to come on and have the show the other night too. I mean, I tell you what, he really is. Mark's a gem. He gives everybody a fair shake all the time. He's one that, if he has an opinion, he'll give it to you gracefully, but he's not going to back away from what he believes.
I tell you what, he got me mad.
I appreciate that.
I've been mad over the past 3 years with him though. He's finally doing what he's supposed to be. He's finally doing what he's really supposed to be doing, because I'm telling you, I'm gonna tell you guys for real, all of Miami Hurricane fans, we're gonna look real bad when y'all see Mark Rogers blow up to 100,000 subscribers of Ohio State Buckeyes. Yep, they're gonna come with passion. I can promise you, they're gonna come. So getting over that part, it's about, what I'm saying, I don't know how we're gonna deal with it.
Mark loves us. He's a closet Hurricane fan. He knows he loves us.
Oh, he does, but he also he's a Buckeye. He has, and I've been begging him, Mark, please do some Buckeye videos, Mark. Please do some, because I want him to get the support that he deserves.
Oh yeah.
So that's why I've asked him. That's why I asked him to do it. I'm surprised he's doing it, but I'm gonna be in some of them chats. Because they're gonna be crazy. Buckeye fans are out of control. I've been up there, man. My wife from Warren. They do not play.
They do stick together. I mean, they get behind each other. That's for sure. Us, we're just so the Canes. We're just so, we have that burning desire to win and to be great again. That is just, man, sometimes we get into it with each other trying to figure out what we need to do, and everybody knows what we need to do. We need to just clean it up and move on, man. You know, get our program right again and go.
Yeah, it'll happen one day. I want to clean us up. I want to clean us up as people too. That's why I say I'm glad Mark did that show, because I spoke on it a lot last year and I knew what was gonna happen. I knew I was gonna get bombarded with certain things, but I didn't care.
Well,
and Mark knew it, and he didn't care. Huh?
But when you brought it up about Willie, you know, Taggart and everything, what was going on at Florida State, you know, I mean, and then at Georgia, there was some players left because of racial slurs and this, that, and the other. I mean, come on, man.
Not just Willie Taggart, though. Not just Willie Taggart. I said it. Take. And I say Daniel Boone because you know that was a famous white guy. Off that, put a Native American. There are. Do people not understand that there are real Seminoles that live in the state of Florida? So if you're gonna give a scholarship to a Seminole, then give it to a Seminole. Because you get 4 years of free college to ride that horse and play Seminole. When you have Native Americans, and my reservation is in Sanford, Florida, and it's poor, but we're not Seminole, we're Choctaw. There are plenty of, you go to the reservations in the state of Florida and look how bad they look. You could put a real Seminole on that horse and give him a 4-year education for free. I hate it with a passion. I cannot stand. Yeah, I mean,
why not? That. They put a black wig on him, a little, bandana,
and paint his face. I got the whole video.
Oh yeah,
I have the whole video. How they do it.
Is. You know, if you are going to give someone a scholarship, at least give somebody, that. Number one, there's Seminole. There's people out there that are qualified to get that scholarship.
Even if they're not, teach them. That's the way of saying, okay, he might not be as smart, but we're gonna invest in him. So we can invest in that community because they make a lot of money. They make a lot of money off that fake Native American.
Oh yeah.
They make a lot of money off of that. So where's that money? These are topics. No, you're always talking about race. Because is that not a racial issue? Somebody would go crazy if give me a famous. No, they would laugh at me if I cut my beard off and try to look like Danny DeVito or something. But you can't. I can't play Danny DeVito in a movie. You know what I'm saying? Like for real.
Yeah.
Or like they made a movie and made Abraham Lincoln, made Denzel Washington play Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah.
People would go crazy. Like how?
Yeah.
How?
It might be. I don't know. You might see that in Hollywood. They might come out with a blockbuster with Denzel and a beard. I don't know.
That would be. Could you imagine the outrage behind that though? Could you imagine? It would be outrage on both sides too. Like, what the hell is going on?
You know, burning down cinemas.
Oh my god! So it's crazy.
Well, Zoe, I'll let you get back with Mark and let somebody else call in, brother. I gotta get back to the little one and everything. But I appreciate you having me on, and I support you and Mark and everything that y'all do, and we love you guys, man. And next time you talk to that sister of mine, she is the one though that I was telling you, if we can't get people in the stands, if we're not allowed to go watch the games, that maybe people in certain areas that have a big enough area could get together and watch the game together, on a big screen or whatever, big pool parties or whatever, make it a, if we can't go to the game, then we'll bring the game and the fan, and
I'm gonna tell I love you and your sister, but y'all keep that and that damn coronavirus away from my house. ain't nobody packing my house. You getting sprayed with Lysol as soon as you come in.
Oh, yeah, you have to bring a mask.
Oh no, I'm spraying you and your mask with Lysol. How you go? Y'all stay the hell away from my. Ain't nobody coming to my. Hey, I'm not. I don't even. I spray my dogs down for them before I allow them to come in there. I'm on checkpoint. I'm on check. I put on my Black Ops outfit. I'm strict. I look like Army Special Forces. No, y'all can do that. I'm good. I don't want to die like that. And no, but for real, one of my friends passed away from the coronavirus, and I told you guys about it. Fred the Godson, a guy who did I played a lot of his music on my channel, and he passed away about a month ago, and that's when it hit home for me. And I want everybody to be safe. So if you do something like that on a serious note, just be safe doing it. Just be safe.
Oh yeah.
Just be safe doing it. I don't want nobody to be locked down. I think it's terrible. My daughter's had a graduation party last night. Nobody wore a mask or anything, but we made sure that everybody kept their hands and washed, and just you can't have a party and have a mask on. It's impossible. But what we did do was we kept the doors open. We kept the doors open, and we burned wicks so they wouldn't it wouldn't bring the flies and mosquitoes in. And we let my daughter have, and we made a little stage, and they crossed the stage and everything. It was like 20 members from our ROTC team. They crossed the stage, awesome. Handed out diplomas, and not real diplomas, but they don't have that real diploma in high school. We just had to wrap up paper, and we handed out the diplomas, and let those kids. And they had a good time inside and out. We turned the music on. They had a good time for about 5 hours.
That's cool, man.
Yeah.
These poor kids, God love them, go through all this school and everything. And we take it for granted, graduation. It's just graduation. But, man, that's a big step in their lives that they're not getting to do like the rest of us. And, I feel for all of them. They all deserve their moment in the sun, But well, brother, I'll let you go. Listen, you got my number and everything. Give me a call. I'd like to pick your brain about about those watch parties, and maybe come up with something. Maybe.
Well, what's name
to do a video or something, or get you online. If you ain't gonna come, then we'll just get you online and. Yeah,
I don't do the games because Coach Coop does the games. He's always done those games, so I respect what he do, and I don't want to clutter his. So I don't do the games because he does the games. But I'll do a watch party on Facebook. I'll do that. We can do something like that.
He's got a 7-1 right now. I mean,
yeah, I see that simulation thing. I haven't watched any of them, so I can't do that. That I don't know how y'all do that. You got to be bored to sit there and watch a computer play against a computer. I got to be.
It's just something to do. I mean,
I don't get it.
Yeah, you got to be
watching it, and you get in there in the chat watching it, and everybody commenting, and it's just.
I respect it. I spend 5 minutes and I'm done. I can't do it. I can't do it. Now we were playing against each other. I just sit down here and watch something on TV. But I respect. That was a great idea he came up with, because he's giving all of the fans something to do. It's a great idea. Well, Mark, you might need to do that with Ohio State.
I tell you, these simulations, these video games, when people love it.
He's doing the baseball team, basketball team, football team. He's even got Eric King doing the base of the franchise NFL deal. So I mean, if you're into that, check him out as well. He does good. Of course, shout out to Junior and the Big Dog. Those two, I love them guys, man. Those are my buddies right there. But anyways, so I love you, brother. And,
I love you too, man.
Anytime you need anything, you got my number, bud.
All right, I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate it.
Mark,
Thank Mark for putting
Mark,
this together.
much love to you. And
Appreciate
I appreciate
that.
you having us on, too, as often as you do for Hurricane football, man. We truly appreciate it.
Oh, it's fun.
But
Great time.
I'll check you later, brother.
All right, Andre Greenblood. Appreciate you, my brother. Thank you, man.
Yeah, man.
All right.
Bye-bye.
See, this is what bugs me out. We get into conversations like this right here. We get into these conversations, and it's amazing how it kind of it puts a smile on your face. Like it's nothing tensed.
Yeah.
We can actually have a conversation. Think about it. We can actually have conversations without fighting and agree to disagree on certain things. Was this possible? Mark, you was the first one to do it. I mean, was it possible for how did you the first one to? I was a part of that show. I mean, how did that happen? How were 3 black men and 1 white guy, and then 2 white men and 1 black guy just now? And how are we doing this without fighting and killing each other?
It's crazy.
Why? I'm gonna say, hopefully on my say, I think you might be Republican. I think I might be Democrat. I'm just gonna say I think. I'm not gonna throw it out there. I think, and I think we're more bipartisan than our Senate and Congress.
Oh, there's no doubt about that.
This is crazy. And this is how you fix things. One person at a time. One person at a time. This is how you fix things. I mean, you know what? And like I said, I don't want to put my real number out there. So if you have me on Messenger, or if you want to call my phone, you can call my phone, and I am okay with that. If you have my number, if not, I'm not gonna put my phone number back out there because of what happened last time. And we still have people out there that will play with you. I also want to introduce. I have hired a 1219 insider. I've hired a guy that's going to he's taking over my Facebook page. He's going to write for the Facebook page. He's also going to do the recruiting for the YouTube channel and the Facebook page. His name is Derek Mobley. Young man, I've read his articles. Great. He writes great articles. He doesn't live in Miami. I wanted somebody who lived there, but I got a couple people that said they wanted to do it but didn't show the interest. But he's broken down so much stuff for me. So yes, I did hire. He will not be doing it for free. I hired an insider to improve my channel and to improve my content. And the young man is going to be on just like Mark is on right now. He'll be on talking some Miami stuff when I don't know what the hell I'm talking about.
So he's going to be on a lot. Is that what you're telling me?
He's going to be. When it comes to high school football and recruiting, Mark, I am the dumbest of the dumb.
Oh, I don't like to deal with that either. Just tell me when they signed. Give me the final list.
Thank you.
Give me it's like the NFL draft. I love draft night. I love seeing who the teams pick, but the whole 3 months of talk before that, I don't need to hear all the speculation and all the rumors. Just give me the final list. Let me see that. But all these high school kids that hold everybody hostage pretty much in terms of, oh, one day I like Miami. Oh, no, I decommitted. Now I'm going to go to Florida State and back and forth. And, yeah, I've got no time for it.
Yeah. What's going on, BG Kane? We just talk. We're not talking football. We're actually talking race relations. And what we can do. And I can honestly tell you, the people that are in the chat, we haven't had any arguments. I'm happy with it. Somebody told me they would like to see us do it like once a month. I think it might have been Indigo Kane. Said he want, even during the football season, he said, man, I want, and that's why he said I want to see y'all do that once a month. He said I want to see somebody do it once a month because it was if I knew you would agree to do it, I would have did it. I mean, I was surprised when you called me. I was like, because everybody. That's why I say I give you so much props for this, because everybody was so afraid of it. And when you did it, I was like, oh, for real? You gonna actually do that? Now, like the first time you had me on cam, I knew it. That is now my second favorite moment. This moment is my first favorite moment. It is because of the topic and the timing.
Sure.
You know, but
so even much more.
Yeah. Sure. But Cam was like, when I went on with him, he's like, man, I talked to him after. He's like, man, that's the first time I ever got really that riled up, man. You got me fired.
Oh, that was a good time, man.
Yeah, that was a great show.
I just kicked back and enjoyed it. I did.
So, and that's when people liked me. That's when people like me. I mean, it's crazy how times change. But I did want to say I was who I was then, and I started changing. So I am who I am now. But I mean, it was fun. And this topic right here is just an amazing topic, and to just hear from Orange and Green Blood, you know, that's the first time I've ever talked to him. I've texted him a couple times. That's the first time I've ever talked to him. And that was pretty cool to be able to talk to him. As a matter of fact, anybody can hit me up on Messenger as well. If you want to get through, if you got me on Facebook, you can call me on Messenger and get through on Messenger, and that'll help as well.
Well, the point that you made, I think before we started to record, when we were just talking on the phone, is the same point that you just said Endo Gaines made, just in terms of Endo Gaines made about, you know, we have these incidents. They're horrible. People go crazy to different degrees and for good reason. And then it gets swept under the rug. I think this is the biggest splash it's made, and that's not a bad thing. But then it gets swept under the rug and everybody goes back to what they're doing. And so when you talk about continuing the conversation, that's what we need to do.
Yeah, we can't stop. We're seeing college coaches speak out, and we're seeing Roger Goodell speak out. Roger Goodell's, I said, I can kind of accept Drew Brees' apology. It sounded so sincere. I mean, he actually had me tear up when I was watching him, and people were making jokes about it. No. I think he really feel like it was bad timing, even if he still feel the same way. I really feel like he think it was bad. And you know, I was totally the other way, because the first apology was like whatever. But when I listened to him talk, see, that's why I say when texting and talking is two different things, man.
Mm-hmm.
Or issuing an apology on Twitter and talking is two different things.
Yeah.
You know, so I did enjoy watching the apology. Now, Roger Goodell, listen here, man. If you ever see this video, I want you to look into my eyes, like Drew Brees said. Look into my eyes, Roger. You're stupid, okay? Because you put out a I apologize for not listening to the players. We should have listened to the players, and maybe this wouldn't have happened. So you apologize to the players only after the players put out that big old Twitter thing where all of them said, I am this person, I am that person. So you put that out there because of everything go. But guess who you didn't apologize to? Guess who you didn't apologize to? You didn't apologize to Colin Kaepernick. He's not a player. That's who you need to be apologizing to. Period. You need to be apologizing to Colin Kaepernick. Maybe you need to be getting him an interview so he can get a backup job in the NFL, at least a backup job in the NFL. Maybe you need to be doing that. Because all he did was what Army Special Forces guy told him to do, and he's still not in the NFL. But you're apologizing to the players because you're afraid of mutiny right now. You're afraid of mutiny because a lot of them say they won't play. A lot of them say we don't care, we won't play. So that scares you because I'm gonna explain something to people. These NFL owners is not racist. This is financial. This is a financial thing. When they kicked Colin Kaepernick out of the NFL, it wasn't because of race. I blame a lot of black people for it, because if you would have stopped watching the games, if the people would stop going to the games, you said, well, you know what, since y'all, and you would have stopped watching because Colin wasn't in it, because TV revenue was their biggest revenue. Mm-hmm. If black people would have stopped watching, because I haven't watched the NFL since he's been kicked out. Just imagine if you stopped watching, they would have had to come up with some type of agreement. So we all failed Colin Kaepernick. And what's going on right now is what's going on right now. If you believed in what he was saying, but you still watch the game, you can't do both. You can't straddle the fence. You can't straddle the fence. You got to be on. You can't straddle the fence. You got to be like, something is wrong, and that's just that's what Roger Goodell did on his apology. He apologized to everybody except for the person who actually did it. That's my thoughts on it.
So we hope that none of the owners are racist. We
hope
not, but we can't go by. So
I think their money trumps their racism.
Absolutely. And I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt that they're making business decisions. I'm just kind of clarifying that you're making the point that they're making business decisions, not racist decisions. We obviously don't know what's in their hearts, or there might be one, there might be two, there might be five. We don't know that. We should give it the benefit of the doubt that it's zero. Yeah, they're businessmen. Money is motivating most of this when it comes to the NFL, or all of it. Of course.
Yeah, just think about it. I mean, people get concussions and they hit it. That wasn't racist. You know, that was it's a business decision.
Huge
it's what they're gonna do. Is what the difference between basketball and football is in the NBA. Most of the people who watch the NBA are, you know, richer white people. Just be honest with you, like not a lot of Southern, you know.
Yeah,
their demographic is different. So when LeBron James and them are protest, they don't get scrutinized because the audience for the NBA is way different from the audience for the NFL when it comes to like going to games and stuff like that. They're two different type of people. It's like trying to compare the audience of the NBA to the audience of NASCAR. You know, it's two different audiences. So that's why NBA players are allowed to do what they do. You know, that's why they're allowed to. But they still stand. They protest. They protest, but they still stand for the national anthem, which I don't care if you do or don't. It's my right not to have to. And I don't stand for it for what I feel like is a legitimate reason.
So we got a few people here in the chat, though. So on a quick football note, so we got a guy on our Florida State show every week, Zoe. His name's Jake Parker, and John Shields says would love to see Zoe and Jason from FSU together on a show.
John Shields, you got my message. You never responded to my message about the national anthem. Well, some of the guy from Florida State, the Florida State guy, I would do a show with him.
Oh, that would be a whole lot of fun because, you guys would mix it up. That would be fun.
Actually, get me his info. See if we can do something Florida State week. Matter of fact, do something Florida State week on your show.
That'd be great. Jay Play is asking me, Mark, how you feel about what's going on. Well, want to remind everyone, regardless of what we're talking on here, whether it's football or it's more important today, race relations, that I remind people all the time, Zoe, you probably caught us, 45 minutes to an hour in. The video is going to post, go back. We obviously had a lot to say for 45 or 50 minutes off the top about race relations. So go back there and watch it. But I'll love to talk some more. But we had a whole lot to say early on.
Yeah, I think one thing about Mark has changed my mind on a lot of things, and I've changed Mark's mind on a lot of things. And the only way those things have happened is by us communicating. Y'all don't realize, like, we've been in my Facebook chat going to war. Like, serious. Now y'all act like me and Mark. This is me and Mark. Like, oh no, me and Indigo been in my Facebook chat. We going to war. But we're brothers at war. You know what I'm saying? It's like we're trying to come to the same conclusion. We're trying to get to the same place. It's just different ways of, you know what I'm saying? And
I think I can speak for you, Zoe. We love each other. We love people. We want the truth. We want equal opportunity for everyone. We want everybody to get a fair shake. We don't want people to get accused of things that they didn't do or accused based on how they look or what they're up to. We want people to have opportunity and freedom to work hard in this country, bust your tail, get ahead, get educated, and people to get along and love each other. And not everybody's going to be best friends. That doesn't mean that. People like different kind of music, different sports. They're not going to necessarily love what you love. So you don't have to be their best friend, but appreciate who they are and what they're about and respect it and give them the dignity as a person that they deserve. And let's have an equal playing field across the board in terms of opportunity. Now, are we going to arrive at that? Well, no. Some people grow up in rich families, whether they're black or white, and their dad can hand them a corporation and say, here it is. So they're always going to have a leg up, versus there's going to be impoverished people, unfortunately. And a lot of them had, I can't relate. I'm in the middle. I'm right there with you.
My daughters,
I'm in the middle class. I'm in the upper middle class as defined by, so I've tons of opportunities, many of which were because I had a good family, but I grew up in a broken home, but a good family upbringing. And I never doubted that I was going to have something to eat that day. That doesn't mean the water, the electricity didn't get shut off a couple times, that we had our times where we struggled, but everything was good. And I had plenty. I didn't have the newest things or anything like that, but I grew up in a great situation. More so than that, I was surrounded with love and support more than anything.
Oh, you say you don't have a Facebook Messenger account? Well, I'll send it to you. I sent it to Mark, and Mark read it, so I'm not even gonna say about it. But that verse on the national anthem, is it in there, Mark?
Is it where?
Did they take it out? The verse that I told you about? Didn't I send that to you? I sent you that verse about the national anthem.
Sure.
Because John Shields said, I've never seen that. So I sent it to John Shields. I sent it to you. So, okay. But yes, it's definitely in there, John. And that's why I won't stand for it. But my daughters don't understand, what's like, what is like. They were raised like you. Like so they don't even understand that. And they want to go to Harlem bad. They want to go where I grew up. And I remember my sister saying that they sound white. I'm like, what? What? Your mother was an English lit teacher. What are you talking about? Like, what do you? They're articulate. They go to a predominantly white school, so their tone is gonna sound different. So what are you? I almost cursed myself out so bad. Like, you sound stupid for your mother to be an English lit teacher, And when you say educate, I'm gonna break down my term and my definition of education. Education is not degree. Education is reading.
Absolutely.
Understanding current events.
I'm not meaning that either.
Oh no, I didn't think you were, but I just want to, because the reason why I say it is, like I said, remember I said a lot of black people think get rich, either go to college or get rich, or that's the end of success. If you don't go to college or something, you're not successful. And a lot of people don't need to. College wasn't for me. I couldn't focus like that. It wasn't for me, but I found a way to make money. I found a trade. So educate yourself on what you want to do in your life, to where you can take care of your family, but also educate yourself on the ignorance of hate. Because if you hate somebody, you hate yourself. If you hate somebody that looks different than you hate yourself. You know what I'm saying? If you hate somebody that looks different than you, then you have something going on. You have something going on up here when you hate somebody, that's because they look different than you. You have something really, 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 really wrong with you. Yeah. I can't. This is just no way I can just hate somebody. Like, just imagine. I hate Mark Rogers, and he invited me on his show. The first time he invited me on his show, and I would decline it. Where would I be at right now? Where would I be at right now? Would I have a following that I have? More than likely not. Would I be able to talk with John Shields, walk up to me and Duffy's last year and gave me a hug? With Mark Rogers and his son come out to Duffy's last year and hang out? The time that we had, it was a great. Would they have come? No, probably not. It was a mixed group of fans in there. Yeah, just having a good time. So I just don't understand. Even black people who hate white people, I don't understand. You cannot judge. If you don't want somebody judging you off of what someone else did, then you can't do the same thing to them. Period. You have to judge on an individual basis. And if you feel like somebody's If you feel like somebody's wrong about what they're saying, but you don't know that you're right, just shut up. Don't try to correct somebody if you're not even sure. Go figure it out first. Educate yourself first. Pick up a book or a phone. Go find it, because you might find out they're right and you're wrong. And that could stop a lot of confusion. So many people talk about what their parents told them, what their friends told them, but didn't read it for themselves. That's where a lot of hate come from. My daughter put up a post. I got into almost a fight today. I'm just telling you, me personally. LGBT, you can come after me all you want to. I am not a big believer in homosexuality. It's not my life. It's not my life. But I'm not the one who will sit out here and say that I'm a big believer in homosexuality. Okay? My daughter posted a post today. She's 15. The way homosexuals are being treated and the way black people are being treated. And my daughter's 15 years old. She's 15. My daughter's well-read. She's well-educated. Y'all have seen her on my show. She's way smarter than her dad has ever been. Okay, she has a mother's brain. Now, if she had a father's brain, she'd be in trouble. She has a mother's brain. She's very well read. She stays up on current events at 15. And we had a black man try to explain to her that it wasn't those aren't the and the first guy that said something, I said something. He's like, "Oh, my bad, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what? She's at least conscious. She's conscious. She's just doing a comparison." And she said, the other guy, by the way, he had to continue to argue. He said, "Well, maybe we need to do a better job of teaching our children." First off, don't you ever in your life tell me how to raise my child. I went live and gave him the business, and then I called him and cursed him slap out and told him he can meet me wherever he want to meet me at. Because I say this, she's a 15-year-old girl who posted a picture of a black man and a white man holding a hand, and then I guess gay thing, whatever. I don't know what it was on the homeless, but she's supposed to and basically, can we all just get along? Can we all come to some type of and you as a black man want to judge her for that when you don't do nothing? She's 15, doing more than what you're doing. Miss me. Don't you ever in your life? Don't you? Those are the type of things that I'm like, if you didn't like it, and I when I posted it, you can go read. I said, my 15-year-old daughter posted. My 15-year-old daughter is what I wrote on it, and you still had the nerve to say something about my 15-year-old daughter. You punk. To this day, you're a punk to me forever. Serious. That makes no sense to me because she's more conscious than you.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, she don't want nobody to hate nobody, whether you're gay or not. So now when she posted that, I have to be more cautious of what I say. Because I don't want to hurt her. She's teaching me. We can learn from young people. Look how many white people out here protesting. And I hate the looting and rioting, but the Boston Tea Party was a riot and a loot. You know what I'm saying? It was. I think every bad thing, I think something can come good out of every bad thing, and this conversation is coming out of that. So whether they're burning down buildings or not, do I care? It don't bother me either way. The reason why I say it is because it actually is going to take away. Actually, going to create jobs because them buildings got to go back up. Them buildings got to go back up. Somebody got to build them, so they got to go back up. And I mean,
it bothers me a lot. But you might be right. It maybe in the long run with the insurance go buy some stocks in insurance companies, and they got to hire people to build buildings.
I mean, I'm just trying to look at what comes out the other side.
Oh, I'm with you.
That's all.
Yep.
I have to look at what comes out the other side because those buildings are already burned. You know what I'm saying? So I can't, but they're not burning them anymore. At least they're not burning them anymore. But what we haven't touched note on is some of the people that are like some of these rogue police officers that are out there. I watched and I put a video today, and these were all white kids out there standing out there, just standing, reporters and everything. And this cop hits this guy with the shield. He just sitting back on the wall. Reporter hits him with the shield hard, boom, knocks him to the ground, kicks him, boom. And then when he gets up to run, and the lady reporter that's with him grabs his hand, he takes his nightstick and hits her in the back with it while they're running. While they're running. Yeah, really, a lot of this is going on. They're seeing the buildings and everything. That's why I'm glad they got so many cameras out there now. Because I would burn a building down too. You beating me up like that just for being. They were beating other reporters.
Yeah,
how you?
I've seen a few videos like that, and they're disturbing. I just, man, Zoe, that's. Wouldn't you think if you were a policeman, and let's take their character out of it, just, you know, bad cop, good cop, whatever. Let's say you're just fighting for your life, wanting to survive, and just, let's say you could care less about justice, equality, care less about black people. You're just there just to do your job. Wouldn't you think that with everything that's just happened over the last couple of weeks, and with everybody holding phones in their hand, that you would kind of be scared stiff to do the right thing? And this is still going on.
And now you see it being done to white people.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm talking about these were all white people. Wasn't one black person out there. These were all white people. And I'm sitting there like, and they're just, and they were being peaceful. They'll just be honest. They were being peaceful and getting beat up because they were being peaceful. And then I seen a video I posted on my page where a guy, did you see the bow and arrow video?
Yes.
He said, all I said was all lives matter, and two black guys punched me in my face. Two black African Americans punched me in my face. And then they go back and show the video camera. They go back and he's standing up there with a bow and arrow, and a white guy with a skateboard come out of him. And it was not one black person. I swear, the white boys beat his ass. He got his ass whooped, and he couldn't say nothing but two black African Americans. I said, "Oh my God, you have got it." That was. I mean, they beat. He out there with threatening with the bow and arrow, and like he wasn't wrong. And then two black African American guys just punched me through my window. Now it might have felt like that damn skateboard. That skateboard caught you. You probably thought you lost consciousness because they beat him down. I was like, oh my God.
He was blacked out. He got slammed across the face with that skateboard. He
probably thought black. it was a black skateboard. I said, oh my goodness. Sometimes it's just comical because you got so many people that just, the ignorance of so many people. I get mad at black people for all the time. If you sitting here on Facebook and you're showing two black men or women fighting each other that live in the projects fighting, like it's like, just, if you don't want people to look at you like animals, then don't give them a reason to. It's like every post that we make, it has to be entertainment. It's like every post we make, it has to be entertainment. Can it be educational sometimes? I mean, serious. It's like every post strength. I mean, it's sad. I can laugh and cry at the same time just thinking about, like what in the world. But the good thing is, I see more people coming together now from this right here that I see, than I see on the others. I think this has quieted a lot of the white racists and black racists. They're quiet now. You don't see them on Facebook and Twitter doing all that crazy stuff. They're quiet now. they're quiet. And I think they're quiet. They're like, oh my God, this is for real. And I think this is for real. No matter what, you got Republicans and Democrats sticking together on something. The people, not the legislation, just the people.
Yeah.
You got the Republicans and Democrats finally saying, you know what, enough is enough. We have to come together as one nation under God.
Zoe, my boy, is on his way coming over. There's one thing I'd like to ask you about, and I'd like to bring up and get your thoughts on. And I've got a very general statement to make about it, because what we need is some level of police reform. Mm-hmm. So I feel horrible for, and I don't know what the percentage is. I threw out 98% before. Hopefully it's that high. Maybe it's 92%, whatever, of the police force that are doing the right things, that are out there handling the public with kindness for the most part, handling severe situations with firmness, but fairly, doing all the right things. Anyway, whatever that percentage is, obviously we've got an issue with police officers not using their authority properly, abusing their authority. So,
and black cops do. Black cops, let me explain. Black cops worse than white cops. Just going. I've told you that before.
You have, and a few people backed you up. I don't know. I'm just
letting you know they want to make sure that they're not giving you any special privileges. I'd rather get pulled over by a white cop any day. Black cop pulled me over. I'm pulling out 5 phones. Not getting beat down.
So I think somebody's looking into reforming the Minneapolis Police Department. I read that somewhere.
I don't know. You can't reform it. They have to reform themselves. Remember I said the other day, what's the difference between the Bloods, Crips, Gangsta Disciples, Vice Lords, Latin Kings, and the police department? There's no snitch code. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of hard to reform it when that blue shield is still going to be there. So how do you reform it? You can't. You just have to make sure that if your webcam goes off, you're off duty. If your webcam goes off, you need to be shocked or something. There need to be a drone fly over your head, or they put cameras all over their cars. That's how you do that, because human beings are going to be human beings.
Well, I was talking to my daughter about this last night, and she read through, it was Colorado. The Colorado police agencies had set up a number of reforms, and one was going to be everybody wears a camera, that there was some kind of rule that was going to be made about what was going to be done with the video, how it was going to be held and reviewed, and there were all sorts of stipulations that were put into play that seemed to be reasonable to me, that seemed to be ways in which to hold these people accountable.
I think what people need to do is you got to take it upon yourself too. If I get pulled over, I'm going Facebook Live, or I'm going YouTube Live. I'm not putting it in their face. I'm sitting it on my dashboard, and I'm letting them know I am live. I am live. I'm just letting you know. But I'll just be honest with you. 9 times out of 10, I haven't had too many bad encounters with police. I had, when I was younger, I did, living in New York. Those are the worst cops in the world. Those are the worst police in the world. So I did have, but not usually when you get pulled over, I tell young black men, serious man, don't ride 4 deep. Don't ride 4 deep in the car. If you're smoking weed, if you're smoking weed and you got it on you and it smells like you smoking weed and you driving, you're probably gonna go to jail. Okay. So as black people, we have to be more conscious sometimes too. But what happened with Floyd was he was conscious and nothing. And the young white lady was sitting there and they tried to charge her. And I'm like, because they're mad at her because it got recorded. She recorded the whole video. So they're gonna be human. I can tell you this here. I would have got tased because there's no way in hell I'd have sat there and watched that go down like that. I'd have got tased, beat up, whatever. But I wouldn't have watched that go down. I think we have to hold them more accountable. Legislation game, we have to hold them more accountable. And we have, because I can guarantee you, like like you said, with all these people, the way they acting right now, it's gonna be a lot of job loss after this whole with. It's gonna be a lot of jobs lost. I can guarantee that guy that hit that female reporter in the back with a knife in the back as she was running with a nightstick. You're a punk. You're a coward.
Mm-hmm.
He's gonna be fired. If he ain't fired, something's wrong. So we need to hold him accountable.
Absolutely.
Before you leave, I just want you to hear this. I think it's a song I want you to hear just before you leave, and it's only like a minute long. It's only like a minute long. I think it's a minute long, and it's a song of. I'm not gonna show the video part, but they're showing the faces. It's a song of all the black men that have been unjustly killed by police officers in the past few years. Black men and women that's been unjustly killed by police officers in the past couple of years. And just listen. Hold up. And it's crazy. And I think the song, like I said, the song is a minute 13 seconds long. So here we go.
It was Freddie, Sam, Corey, Eric, Orlando, Ahmad, Steven, Kenneth, Amadou, Jonathan, Christian, Terrace, Sean. Killed him the day before his wedding. Jamal killed him while he was in handcuffs. Mike killed him while he had his hands up. Kamani, Ramali, Phillip, Alton. About 3 Kevins, about 2 Jordans. John, Laquan, Lathon, Stephon, Tony, Tamir, Elijah, Antoine, Izelle, Terrell, Dondre, Akai, George. For him, set the country on fire. Timothy, Patrick, Paul, Tyree, Quintonio, Darius, Jeremy, William, Anthony, Dante, Oscar, Kendrick, Keith, David, Walter, women like Sandra, Betty, Rihanna, India, Michelle, Tatiana, Tanisha, Rika, Natasha, Palmy, Janet, Megan, baby Ayana. All that we lost, your name live on. Wasn't killed by a cop, but I can't forget Trayvon. Can't forget Emmett. And all of those we lost to the beast. No justice, no peace.
And it was like five women, 2 little kids. The young woman that just got killed when they did the warrant at the wrong house and killed a nurse, and her husband is in jail right now for firing back on the police for protecting his home. Never committed a crime a day in his life, had a concealed permit, everything. That's where the frustration comes from. That's where the frustration comes from. And talking about it is therapy. And it helps for people who to actually, care. And like I said, when you did that show the other night, you opened up Pandora's box. Because now I'm holding all you YouTubers accountable. Since you want to call me Alonzo is all about race, why is it all about race? Mark Rogers did some grown man shit. And before you get off this line, I am going to barbershop talk you and salute you with a shot of Absolute.
Nice.
Truly appreciate you, my friend, my brother. I love you. And you are truly an activist for both sides. Truly an activist for equal rights for everybody. Love you to death. And I know you have your family coming. Tell your son what's up. I hadn't talked to him.
I will.
And your daughter. She's a very beautiful young lady, very smart, and she's smarter than both of us. Definitely.
Yeah, she is. And man, to your point, Zoe, before about a college education. So your daughter heading off to Southern, correct?
No, she's going to the Army Academy. She was going to the Air Force Academy, but she switched over to the Army Academy because she wants to learn how to fly the Apache helicopter.
Yeah, that is amazing.
Yeah.
So my daughter right now is a student at the University of Rhode Island. She has 1 year left. So there's what you can do, the college route. My son, he's involved in a trade. He's a dog trainer. Didn't go to college. It wasn't for him, just like you mentioned for yourself and for others. So he's working hard, and multiple jobs, multiple training for him, and there's different ways to do it.
It's different ways to do it, and we can all do it. And support each other, and just support each other, man. To be honest with you, man, and I hate to say this, man, we as citizens, we're all we got. We're all we got. We're all we got. We have to take care of each other. Period.
Absolutely.
So I love you, my brother. I'm going
Thank you.
shot to Mark, barbershop talk. This is not barbershop talk, but I'm introducing him to the barbershop talk. So I appreciate you. Enjoy your family. And we'll talk. I'm gonna send you that video. You actually can. He shows the people, so I'm gonna send you that video.
Yeah, I'd appreciate that.
All right.
So, thank you for all you do, man.
I appreciate it, my brother. Much love. I'm gonna stay on for a few more minutes, and then I'm gonna get up out of here.
Okay. We'll talk to you soon.
All right, thanks. When I say I appreciate Mark for doing that, it's crazy. Like, for real, it's amazing. It's amazing. It's something that needed to happen. I'm about to get me another Google number because they changed my number because I don't use that number too often. So they changed my number. So but like I said, I do have a new sports writer. And he will most definitely he's gonna bring a lot to it. Hey, I wonder if you have I know you're listening right now. I'm gonna text you. Did you get your StreamYard hooked up? Even if you did, I still don't know how y'all could do that. So you can now we'll do a show. But yeah, I do have a new recruiter / beat writer 1219 recruiter. My first one. And he'll start as soon as he can. His name is Derek Coleman. I said Derek Coleman, Derek Mobley. He'll also be over the 1219. He'll be over the 1219 Facebook page as well. I've proofread a few of his articles. Very, 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 very talented man. So I like your show, but you got to be more careful with some of the things that you say. What did I say, J Play? What name what I said? Name. I have explain to me. What do you mean? Because I haven't been disrespectful to anybody. I haven't been disrespectful. I'm trying, like, this is the most, doing this is the most, this is one of the hardest things to do because you get judged on every single word that comes out of your mouth. And I haven't been disrespectful to anybody. Actually, you're the first person to say something. So explain to me what you mean, J Play. Do I need to cover my face when I come on? Just cover my face and, because I haven't been disrespectful. I didn't say anything wrong. You kind of lost me. I thought it was a very positive show. So I would like to know what I said, J Play. So I would love to know can somebody tell me? If J Play can't tell me, can somebody please tell me what I said? Because I definitely would love to know what I said. Yeah, I'm trying. No, Jay Play said I need to be more careful. I'm trying to figure out what I said. He said I need to be more careful with some of the things I say. What did I say? I mean, I'm serious. I'm trying. I'm trying to hang up the broadcast now, but I haven't said anything inflammatory or anything. So what did I say? Now, I'm sorry. Jay Play is always in the chat, so I mean, I respect them, but I know I haven't. I'm trying. I might need to ask Mark what I said, because I don't remember saying anything, and I've asked you this about, and I've asked you this 3 minutes ago to tell me what I said, and you still haven't said what I said wrong. So now I'm aggravated with you because I asked you 3 minutes ago. It's been 3 minutes. I've been sitting here for 3 minutes asking you what I said. About black people acting right. That's why its laws shouldn't be a death sentence. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Like I said, you have to be aware of what's going on. I didn't say nothing wrong. I'll tell you again, and I'll tell any young black man, no need to ride 4 deep in a car, especially if you live in the hood. No need to do that, because you know you can get pulled over quicker. So I'm telling them this to save their lives with my face. So Jay Play, if you want to play, put your picture up when you say something, because I'm trying to save young black lives, not send them the wrong way. So I stand by that. I stand by that. Be more careful. Turn your phone on. Don't smell like weed when you get in your car. You know why I say this? Because I'm in the hood a lot. I'm in the hood a lot. And I tell them that. If my nephew come over here and smell like weed, I go off on him. So no, I'm not going to be careful on that. I'll say it again. I'll say it again. I'll say it again. I'll keep saying it. I'll continue to preach that. I'll continue to preach it. It's up there. Be aware. If you're black, you know you're more likely to get pulled over if you're riding 4 deep in the. There is racial profiling out here. Let's not act like there's not. So me telling my young black brothers to be more careful is wrong. I'm not getting mad at you. I'm telling you flat out, I will not stop speaking like that. No, you told me I need to be more careful. That's not having a conversation. That's telling me something. That's not having a conversation. That's you telling me what I need to do. I'm telling my young men to be more careful. What we need to do to protect our young men. We all know racial profile is going to happen regardless. We all know this. But try your best not to give it a reason. Mark understood exactly what I meant. See, thing about it is I have conversations with people off the phone. Me and Mark talk a lot off the phone. I mean, off air. See, I was in the streets heavy, Jay Play. I don't know about you. I was in the streets heavy. So I know that lifestyle because I was in it. And I've asked you on numerous occasions, put a picture up. When you address me from now on, put a picture up because I want to know who I'm talking to. Damn, Lenore, you came in way late. You came in way late. The man sends his kids to white schools. That's what you said? The man sends his kids to white schools. I live in a very diverse community. The school is predominantly white. What is something wrong? Wow. I guess when Mark Rogers get off, all the hate comes. I can take it though. The man sends his kids to white schools. So I ain't surprised with what he's talking about. The man sends his kids to white schools. What are you upset? What are you upset because I have a good job and I live in a nice neighborhood? But I'm bro, you don't know me. You don't know my fight. You don't know where I come from. Aren't you, as a man, aren't you supposed to raise your kids in a better environment than you grew up in? Isn't that what a man's supposed to do? Yeah, you can. Well, I don't have. You have to call me on Messenger because I'm not putting my phone number out there, and my Google that Google number no longer exists. I just realized that today. They took my Google number. But I want you to get a picture put up. The man sends his kids to white schools. Thank you, football fan. And you support a team in Gainesville, Florida, and you support a team in Gainesville, Florida, basically where Rosewood happened at. How about that? How about that? If you got me on Messenger, you can call me on Messenger though. But that number no longer exists. That Google number, so I'm about to take that down. And I will not put my real number in the chat ever again. The man said, and my daughter graduated. Yeah, call me on Messenger. The man sends his kids to white schools. That shows you the ignorance of some people. Yeah, he's salty. He mad because he probably living off his girlfriend. I have a job, living off his girlfriend or something. Why should I send my kids to black schools? They're zoned for Spring Valley. What are you talking about? They're zoned for Spring Valley. You sound stupid. You saying I should send my kids to black schools, but you're a Florida Gator fan. You see do you see the irony? Do you see the irony? It's an oxymoron. Why don't you have FAMU? Why don't you have FAMU? Why don't you have FAMU on your why don't you have FAMU or Bethune-Cookman on your Facebook page on your page? Huh? Why don't you have FAMU or Bethune-Cookman? You're in the state of Florida. Why don't you have FAMU or Bethune-Cookman? Huh? Why are you a Florida fan? Why are you a Gator fan? Why are you a Gator fan? That's a white school. That's a white school. See, you can't tear me down, my brother. You can't do nothing to me. You can't hurt me. You can't hurt my feelings with your ignorance. Because you sound real stupid right now. You a Florida Gator fan. And you telling me I should send my kids to black schools, but you're supporting a white school in one of the most racist parts of Florida, Gainesville. Where they kick black people off stage. They kicked them off the stage from graduation. Oh my God, man. You ain't trying to hurt me. You ain't trying to educate me. You ain't trying to educate. How you educating your people? Are you trying to educate your people? How are you trying to educate your people? And you tell me I should send my kids to black schools. So why you got the University of Florida Why do you have the University of Florida in your background? Smart guy. Huh? Why probably a school you didn't even go to, probably a school you didn't even attend, and you probably buy all their merchandise that go to white kids. Huh? What? Huh? Chicka who? Chicka one? Chicka huh? Chicka who? I love uneducated people, man. You're not supporting your people, bro. The problem with our people, I'm not supporting my people. You know me. All right, I could take that. I could take that. I could take that, homie. I could take that. Do me a favor. Be a man and show your face. Take that bitch ass gator symbol off your phone. Y'all suck. Oh my God. Some people. What's wrong with them, orange and green blood? What's wrong with them, Lenore? We was having a great conversation, and then you have to have the ignorant people come in for some reason. Yeah, he's for segregation, except for when it comes to the Florida Gators. He's for segregation, except when it comes to Florida Gators. Good one, Lenore. Good one. Oh my God. Oh my God. Some people are just stupid. Stupid is and stupid does, man. Hey, I tell you this here though, man. Stay woke. Stay woke. Cause see, I can break it down for you. All right, let me explain something to you. And I've done videos where people will show you, people can tell you. I've graduated, I've sent more than 20 blood, Crips, GDs, and folks to welding school. All of them graduated. All of them are combo welders, and all of them are on the road welding, making more money than me and you. And they got to school for free. Homie, I stay in the hood. I'm always educated. My nephew got shot 3 times, bruh. He got shot 3 times. 3 times. And he's a Crip. He got shot 3 times while I was doing a Facebook Live post. Now, my nephew's my son. That's my son. I raised him. I was doing a YouTube Live video when my phone rung and said my nephew just got shot. I damn near died that day, bruh. Chevy knows big brother. That's his brother. That's his brother. Chevy knows my nephew. My sister's son. I damn near died. Don't you ever question my blackness, boy. You don't know where I'm from. You don't know how I'm built. I grew up in Harlem, 112 Lenox Avenue. 9 Trey. I live that life. I'm trying to get my kids out of that life. All of them. You stupid. You're stupid. You're stupid. You're ignorant. You're ignorant. And I'm going to let you keep saying ignorant stuff, but you ain't no grown ass. You ignorant. And I'm going to let people see your ignorance. Stupid people, man. You want to see my house too? My house is $250,000. You want to see that too? I got a $250,000 house and I got a GD. Hot boy. I got a $250,000 house. You want to see that too? Huh? I don't see it, J Play. We just got you got to hit me on Messenger. You got to hit me. I don't even know your real names. You got to hit me on Messenger because I don't see. You might have wrote my other Facebook account. Cause I got 2 Facebook accounts. So we'll do it next time. He's ignorant, Caprice. Chevy, no, that's my nephew Caprice. That's his brother. His brother is the one who got shot 3 times. His big brother, blood brother, is the one who got shot 3 times. Chevy, no, his brother got shot 3 times. Okay. Me and his father. Me and Chevy know his father because Chevy knows that's my sister's son. Me and his father. Well, I ain't that one to get nice house and stop caring because I'm out here every day. Bro. See, you don't know me. That's the problem. See, you're see, my thing is the ignorance of you is you don't know me. Yeah, I'm married to a white woman. My daughter has locks like me, bro. My daughter's locks are all the way down her back. And so what if I was married to a white woman? What does that matter? Does that mean I'm not black? See, the ignorance of some people, like I think you're just an antagonistic person. So I'm, instead of letting they say God, I was told not to let bad energy, not to let bad energy into you. So do me a favor. I'm gonna respectfully give you another opportunity not to disrespect me on my show. But if you disrespect me again, I'm going to block you. Because they said I blocked some person last week that I need to get his name. If you disrespect me again, I'm blocking you. You probably ain't got no woman. You probably sleep with your animals. You probably ain't got no woman with your ugly ass. You see how we go from a positive. Matter of fact, I'm done. I'm done with him. I'm done with him. Hold up. I'm done with him. I'm done with him. I'm done with him. I can't keep doing him. I can't keep doing him. And you know what bugged me out about it is he might not even be black.
Sorry, I don't.
He might not even be black because I'm done with him. I can't do it. I can't. I'm not gonna give that type of energy. I'm not gonna continue to give that type of energy to what has been a great show. That's not what I'm gonna do. Because you have people that'll come. You have people that'll come out and that'll come out and say and do things to try to get you off, to want to deflect the subject. Anybody who doesn't want to do better for themselves and their families are stupid. It is what it is. I could tell you this here though. He wouldn't have. You got these people that talk that smack. Every time they see me at football games and stuff like that, it's never nothing. It's never nothing. It's never nothing. I love my blackness. I love my black skin. I love everybody. I love my biracial niece and nephew. I love my white friends and family. I love my Asian friends and family. But it's people like that right there who wants to divide who we are. I already blocked them, Lenore's. I already blocked them. But you know who I'm gonna blame for that, right? And I'm putting you on blast right now. I'm gonna blame Jay Play. I'm blaming you for that right there because you gave him the ammunition. You gave him the ammunition to start attacking me. So maybe you need to be more careful of what you say. Jay Play. You my brother. I love you. But you need to be more careful of what you say. Because you gave somebody an opportunity to attack me when I said nothing wrong. Lenore, do you think I'm wrong by telling my young black brothers to be careful, not to ride 4 deep, not to bring all that attention on yourself, not to smell like marijuana when you get in the car? Am I wrong for saying that when I live that lifestyle and I know what it brings on you? You ever been in a cage? You ever been locked up? I've been locked up. I've been in a cage. It's a horrible feeling. So I tell them not to bring that type of attention on themselves. I don't tell them not to be them. I just tell them not to bring that type of attention on themselves. I can tell you what, when I rode Dolo, when I was out in the streets, I rarely ever got pulled over when I rode Dolo. When I rode 3-4 deep, always got pulled over. Me and one of my best friends, Don Westhouse, if you ever watch this show, he'll tell you. I'm going to get Don on one time. He'll tell you. We were in my Suburban. I was the first one in Panama City with a Suburban sitting on dubs. We were in my Suburban riding, right? And I took my remote control because it was this couple that cut me off. I took my remote control to my radio. And this was in 99, so your boy was making that bank. And I tapped on the window and told the older white couple to move out the way because they were slowing us up because we was going to Crestview Mayday, right? And I did it angrily. I'm not going to lie. Move out my way. They called and said I had a gun. 30 police had us pulled over, guns drawn on us out on the floor. I had just bought my Jordans all white. I was in all white, laying out on the floor. Well, the police officer picked me up, gave me water. He said, the lady said you pointed a gun. I said, no, sir, it was my remote. Nah, they could. Nah, they can't say that as a brother get killed. You can't. I'm not. What I said, Jay Play. What I said, Jay Play, was to help them from getting pulled over. I'm not telling anybody what to march for. I'm not an activist. If you want to get something from me, ask me how to get through welding school, and I can get you through that to get you a career. Thank you, Mr. Murray. I could tell you how to get to welding school to get you a career. I can help you with that. I can't tell people what to march for. I understand what you're saying, though, but I can't tell people what to march for. Not who is football fan? Did you make another website that quick? God, man, he made another website that quick? Wow. You didn't have enough time to put you didn't have enough time to put your Florida Gator thing back up? Listen, I love y'all, man. Okay? I want everybody to go out and come home safely. That's what I want. I want everybody to go out and come home safely. I love you guys. I only can give you the information that I know. That I know. Okay? Well, I appreciate that. That's big of you. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. Bro, but you're giving young black brothers advice. Why do you think black ADOS people is being killed in the US? I don't understand. Hit me up on Facebook. I got you. I don't understand that question. 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 You're gonna have to break it. Cause somebody explain. I don't understand that question. Hit me up on Facebook, Carton G. Hit me up on Facebook, G. I'm not saying it's not bigger than riding 4D. It's not what I'm saying. I'm giving you my life experiences. You already know that riding 4D is smelling like, you already know this because it's talked about in the community. So let's not act like you don't know what I'm talking about. World be flee. I can't come up with all the answers, but at least I'm trying. At least I'm trying. For anybody who questions what I'm saying, and everything I'm giving out is positive, I'm just saying the ways to try to avoid certain situations. Why are you questioning me for trying? Why are you questioning me for trying? Why? If you got some positive information that may help, put it out there. Don't question me for trying. What's good, Hurricane T2Y? You missed him. You missed Mark Rogers' segment, man. We've been on for a while. I'm about to get off. Why are you questioning me for trying? And look at them locks, T2Y. I told you I'm gonna catch you, boy. I told you I'm gonna catch you, boy. I'm gonna catch you, boy. I told you I'm gonna catch you. You think I'm playing with you? Now you must have worked late last night. J Play, I love you, my brother. You know that. We can agree to disagree. The only thing I'm saying is I don't want you giving people ammunition to like world be flee right now. Because everybody has all the answers with nothing to say. This is time out. Hold up. Bro, use your platform to push black. You can't tell me what to use my platform for. You can't tell me what to use my platform for. Do you support my platform? I use my platform for what I want to use my platform for. They've never done nothing for me. I use my platform because I'm from the hood. I speak on this. I spoke on this. I stopped watching NFL football when Colin Kaepernick kneeled, and I told everybody why. Do you know how many followers I lost because I spoke on black people, on black pride, on how we are being discouraged against? You know how many supporters I lost by doing that? I speak for me, not for some other group of people. I speak for me and my people. See, I grew up in the hood. I grew up in Harlem, 112th Lennox Avenue. If you saw the movie on Netflix about the Central Park rape case, I was out there that night. That could have been me locked up. I was out there that night. I was in Schaumburg Apartments that night. I didn't go into Central Park, but it was only 2 steps away from my building. I'm 44. Yes, I did use my platform to speak out against Randy Shannon. I also used my platform to speak out against against Manny Diaz when they benched Perry last year. I used my platform. I call race on that. Yes, I did. Yes, I speak out all the time. No, you good, J Play. So yes, I do use my platform. That's why I lost so many subscribers. That's why I lost so many viewers, because I use my platform. Also use my platform to speak out against Florida State when they fired Willie Taggart. Also use my platform to speak out against Florida State because they got Daniel Boone on that damn horse. Yes, I use my platform. You don't watch me. So since you don't watch me, you don't know me, because you don't watch me. And I'm on Facebook all the time talking about social injustice. That wasn't the point. That wasn't the point, Turner. No time for them jokes, bro. Bad timing. Bad timing. Football fan can enjoy his day. John Shields, you've met me. You've hung with me. We've talked. We've discussed things. As long as you don't think I'm a racist, I'm all right. Football fan can think what he want to think. I mean, come on. I stand for my people too. That's why I said what I said. But I feel like I feel like we as men, we as black men, need to be more leaders in our communities, man. Period. All of us can do better, man. Wow. $20 donation from World Be Free. Thank you. Appreciate it. But before judging me, go watch some of my past shows, man. I lost supporters. I lost supporters for things that I say. I lost supporters because of that. I stand for all people, John, but I have to stand for my people first because, and it's not a racist thing, it's a racial thing. We have had, this country have had their foot. This country has had their foot on our necks, their knees on our necks since the beginning of this country. And we have not had a level playing field. So I have to do what I can do to lift my people so we can feel proud as a people. I talked to Big Dog the other day, and I said it is always, Cubans can say that they're a good people, that they're proud people. Spanish can say that they're a proud people. I mean, a lot of people can say they're proud people, but when we say that we're proud people, we have to include everybody. We have a system where I have to when I am on a platform, I have to speak to the injustice of my people. I cannot do a Stephen A. Smith. I cannot do a Michael Wilbon. I have to speak for the injustice of my people and what we have suffered. Because we have suffered. And I give Mark Rogers so much respect for that show because I've been talking about it for a long time. I never thought anybody would actually do a show, a whole show, because I get killed for talking about it for 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So, it's just, you know, it's something that I have to show young black men that there are certain things that we can do. No, they're not the same people because Jay Play ain't about to donate no $40. Jay Play have been in this chat a long time. Jay Play ain't giving no $40. Jay Play ain't about to give no 40. Jay Play trying to get a date tonight. Jay Play going on a date tonight. But you know what? This is what open discussion is about, man. This is now this was something Mark hit me up last week and asked me would I be willing to come on and talk about, because we talk a lot offline too. Would I be willing to talk about the race relations and what's going on today? I said, I was surprised. I was like, sure. I talk about it all the time, but I got destroyed and crucified for it. Appreciate it, my brother. Thank you, man. I got crucified and destroyed for it, and then someone took advantage of people not liking what I say, and world be free. Let me explain something to you, man. I've never you would have to you do me a favor. You show me a post that Mark Rogers did like that, and I'd probably give you 1,000. Mark Rogers would never do nothing like that. Let's not make up stuff, world be free. Let's not make up stuff. Let's not make up. Matter of fact, I can't even. They want to allow me stuff, but I don't want that message even going across the screen. Let's not do that, word, because you've never seen him do that. You've never seen him do that, man. Why? What is? Do I support the protesters? That's the constitutional right. I most definitely support the protesters, 110%. That's their constitutional right. It's the First Amendment. It's the First Amendment. I'm talking about with the older white lady. I forgot what's her name. A Stephen King movie. Oh, you talking about what? I don't. If it's a slave movie, I don't even do those. If he did anything like that, show me. Listen, don't slander people if you don't know people. That's the problem. That's the problem with today's society. We slander people. Well, not today. So that's why we can't. That's why the world has never. That's why the United States has never been fixed, because we say things like that when we don't even know. You don't know Mark Rogers to say that. You said stuff about me. Okay, yeah. You said stuff about me. Just because he didn't talk about it, does that make, bro, answer this question. Does that mean every time somebody don't talk about something that you want to discuss that they're a bad person? I asked him, bro, I asked him to talk about the photo, bro, and he wouldn't talk about the photo. Did you see the photo that was posted online with a tagger hanging from a tree? If he didn't see the photo, if he didn't answer you, he probably didn't see the photo. If he didn't answer you, he probably didn't see the photo. I'm gonna ask you this here. Since you're so brave, show your face. Since you're so brave, right? And you want people to talk about stuff that they didn't see, then why is your face blocked out? Why is your face blocked out? What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? What are you afraid of? You can't say that about Mark, and then on the other hand, he allowed 3 black men to come on his channel and voice their thoughts on what's going on today. It makes no sense to me. I mean, a couple of days ago, it makes no sense to me. Because you talk a lot. Because you talk a lot. You have a lot of opinions. You talk a lot, and you talk about people. So if you talk about people, if it's just sports comment, whatever, but when you talk about people, then be man enough to show your face. You talk about people. To me, that's when that's Twitter fingers, man. That's that tough guy thing that's easy to do to do that without showing your face. You see what I'm saying? Like you can that's how hatred gets spewed and all this stuff gets, because people can do exactly what you're doing right now. Say anything they want with zero consequences behind it. Because nobody knows who you are. You have a name called World Be Flea. You could be some Asian guy or some Muslim guy or some guy from Bulgaria or anywhere. Don't know who you are, and you're talking negative about everybody. If you're talking positive, it wouldn't be a problem. But you're talking negative about everybody. You are lying. You're lying. Listen, you asked him a question, he didn't answer your question. And what I'm saying is he probably didn't answer your question because he probably didn't see the photo. And I'm done talking about it. It is what it is. So I guess you can feel how you want to feel about Mark, but Mark is not the way you feel about him. All right. And I stand on my own. I don't know who you are. All I know is to say World Be Flea. I don't know who you are. I have no idea who you are. I don't know who you are. This is the first time I've ever seen you. I don't know who you are. Yeah, that's typically what happens. I just can't. I can't sit back and I can't sit back. And Uncle Lou, no, you know I speak up for black people. I speak up for my people. That's what I do. That hurt me a lot. That hurt me a lot. I don't know what ADOS is, man. I have no idea what that abbreviation is, man. I have no idea what that abbreviation is, man. Uncle Lou, I meant to go watch. I didn't get a chance to watch your interview on what happened, but I'm gonna go back. I mean, your video on what happened. I did save it and liked it. I'm gonna go back and look at that. Y'all go check out Uncle Lou's YouTube channel, man. On YouTube, y'all go check out Uncle Lou's YouTube channel, man. Y'all go check out T2Y as well. Orange and Green Blood. It was good having Mark Rogers on to have this discussion. I've been on for way too long. I've been on for 2.5 hours. It was good to have Mark Rogers on today. World Be Fleet, do me a favor, man. No man should ever be afraid of hiding their face, no matter who they are. No matter who they are. No man should ever be afraid to hide their face. My goal this year is going to be able to get T2Y, Orange and Green Blood, John Shields. John Shields, he about like me. He don't know a lot about computers, probably. To put their pictures on their J Play 904 Hurricane football. My goal is going to be to get everybody to put, because hey, at least you can actually say I'm man enough to stand behind my words and I'm not just a keyboard thug. Appreciate that Rewatch Squad, man. Rewatch Squad 1219, man. Listen, man, I love you guys, man. Uncle Lou, great content. T2Y, great content. John Shields, man. Hit me up on Facebook, John, so I can send you that what I was talking about, man. Man, it's not. You already know. It's not even worth it sometimes, man. It's not. I appreciate that, T2Y. It's funny how people say Alonzo don't speak up on. I mean, why you didn't speak up on? He said why I didn't speak up on. Did I speak up first? Did I speak up on Randy Shannon? I was the first one to speak up on Randy Shannon. I was also the first one to speak up on who else? What? Perry. I was the first one to speak up on. I was the first one to do a video about your boy in Tallahassee, Willie Taggart. It's the first one. I'm the one who calls the Florida State Seminole Daniel Bone because it's a white guy painted blackface. Okay, so bro, don't ever question my blackness. You can't. You can't. I told you I lost a lot of support. I lost a lot of supporters because of the way I speak. But I gained a lot of family. So I'm good. Love you guys, man. If you get time, Uncle Lou, hit me up. But I need to check that video out now. That video, it seemed like you. I wanted to watch it. It seemed like you was like, whoa. Boy, it seemed like you was hot. I was kind of scared to watch it. Man, I love you guys, man. Hold up. My bad. I didn't show. I got to show that. Thank you, T2Y, man. $20 donation, T2Y. Keep speaking what's real. I'll always support. Appreciate that, my brother. Thanks, man. Hey, man, I love you guys, man. Yeah, leave that link in the description below. Just leave your link in the description below. Yeah, I could tell you pissed a lot of people off, so you must have told the truth. I could tell you pissed a lot of people off because you must have told the truth. I know it's when you tell the truth. I didn't call you a thug. Somebody said YouTube thug, YouTube gang. I'm a thug. I got thug tatted on me. Used to be a thug. Said I'm going to be. Said I'm going to be. Said I'm going to be. Shorty going to be a thug. You don't know my life, bro. You don't know my life, man. I used to really be in the streets for real. You playing like serious. You don't know my life, man. You don't know my life, bro. You don't. You don't know me, man. It's so funny. Like you can. Hey, you ain't say nothing about my hair get. Hey, Lou, you're not gonna call me pine cone because I'm keeping my locks down. You're not gonna. He ain't say nothing about my hair growing faster than his. I told T2 why my hair growing faster than his. I told T2 why my hair growing faster than his. He ain't say nothing. He ain't say nothing about that. I told you I'm gonna pass you. I told you that. You think I'm playing? So I'm gonna pass him. I told him I'm gonna pass him. You think I'm playing? You think I'm playing? You think I'm playing? And I'm not gonna put it up in the bun. I'm not getting killed. I'm not setting myself up to get killed. It's not happening. I'm going to save that. I'm going to save. We're going to talk about that this week coming up with my like I said, I hired a beat writer and a recruiting guy. So we're gonna talk about that this week. He'll be taking all of you guys' questions and answers. His name is Derek Mobley. He's the new beat writer for the 1219 U family. So I'm gonna let him answer all you guys' questions when it comes to stuff like that. I don't understand. Like, hey Lou, think about it, man. Think about it. Now you know me. We went through battles together, you know what I'm saying, war, but we were friends first and we ended up being friends again. You know, I support black people, man. It bugs me out when people who don't know me, like, this is why I lost subscribers. I'm telling you, this is why I lost subscribers, bro. Yeah, he is very. That's why. This is why he is now. This is why he is now on the payroll. Ain't nobody else get on the payroll. I ain't got no money, but he on the payroll. Am I married to a white woman? Hold on. I'm actually going through a divorce right now, to be honest with you. But have you seen my kids, bro? And if I was married to a white woman, and I don't understand, you know what? Okay, all right, whatever. Listen, man. Listen, man. All right, I'm done. You guys, football fan and World Be Flea, you guys go over to your corner, man, and y'all just chill out and talk amongst each other. Ignorance is a bliss. Ignorance is a bliss. You guys go be ignorant to yourself, man. Ignorance is a bliss, man. Ignorance is a bliss. Stupid is as stupid does. Hey, I love you guys, man. I've been on here for 2 hours and 40 minutes. I am out of here right now. I'm out.